Subject Verb Concord. Hello listeners, welcome to SHESHA School with SHESHA Prasad Nadupalli. Let's learn English together. Subject Verb Concord. Does the new word Concord frighten you? Don't be afraid. Concord is nothing but agreement. So, when we talk about Subject Verb Concord, we actually mean Subject Verb Agreement. That means the subject and the verb must agree with each other. Remember our lesson on subject and predicate, in which we understood that the subject is the topic under discussion. Subject is what the sentence talks about. In this particular sentence, the subject I uses the verb take and the subject Sam uses the verb takes. Now the question is why? Why does take come with I? Why does Sam come with takes? Because takes doesn't go with I and take doesn't go with Sam. Such combinations make sentences grammatically wrong. That means there is no agreement between subject and the verb. For a sentence to be grammatically right, the subject and the verb must suit each other. In other words, the subject and the verb must agree with each other. Such correct pairing of subject and verb is called the Subject Verb Agreement or the Subject Verb Concord. All of us have studied the first person, second person, third person concept. Let's refresh ourselves by running through them quickly. First person is always the speaker. I if it is one person, we if it is more than one person. Now, where there is a speaker, there is always a listener. It means if I am speaking to you, I am the first speaker and you are the second person. And second person plural is also you. You is used as second person singular and second person plural. Now, if I am speaking to you about New York or John or inertia or table or a meal, it becomes the third person singular. And third person singular will always use S with the verb. If you notice, the second column in the third row, plays, the word plays confirms that third person singular will always use S with the verb. But the plural form of third person, they, will not take S with the verb. You notice the third column in the third row says they play, not they plays. So what do we learn from this table? Third person singular is the only concept which takes verb with S. This is the rule for subject verb agreement. So what is subject verb agreement or subject verb concord? Using the structure verb plus S for third person singular. That is he or she or it or anything or any place or any idea or any name, and not using the structure verb plus S for any other form. Understood? Let's understand through a few examples. Study the following sentences. I drink coffee. Now, I is first person singular, so the verb does not have S. That means the subject I and the verb drink agree with each other. So the right sentence is I drink coffee. We drink coffee. We, first person plural. First person plural will also not take S with the verb. So we drink coffee is the right sentence because there is subject verb agreement. You drink coffee. In this sentence also, the subject you and the verb drink agree with each other. There is subject verb agreement. All of you drink coffee. He drinks coffee. Now, in this sentence, he is third person singular, and we have just studied that third person singular will always use the structure verb plus S. So, drink plus S. He drinks coffee. Now, third person plural is they, and we have studied that they will not take verb plus S structure. That's why the right sentence would be they drink coffee because the subject they and the verb drink agree with each other. Now, if you study the second box, you see examples of third person singular. All the subjects in the second box belong to the category third person singular. That is why all of them use the structure verb plus S. He drinks coffee, she drinks coffee, Martha drinks coffee, the boy drinks coffee. Since he, she, Martha, the boy belong to third person singular category, they will use the structure drink plus S. That means there is subject verb agreement. Let's revise the rule once. Third person singular. What is third person singular? He or she or it or any idea, anything, any place, any thought or any name. All these belong to the category of third person singular. That is why all of them will take the structure verb plus S to satisfy the rule for subject verb agreement. Now, if you study the second box, you have some examples of subjects in the plural form. Ideas, many ideas. Thoughts, many thoughts. Places, many places. Things, many things. All the subjects have the letter S. Now, if the subject has the letter S, the verb will not take the letter S. It will not follow the structure verb plus S. It will use the verb in its simple form because ideas, thoughts, places, things are plural form of third person. That is why they will use only the verb, no S. Study the following table very carefully. The first column gives examples of subjects in the third person singular category, and the second column gives examples of third person in the plural form. If you remember, third person singular will always take the structure verb plus S. The plural form will take only the verb. That means all the subjects in the first column will take the structure verb plus S, and the sentences in the second column will take only the verb. There is no S to the verb. Look at the first sentence. This idea sounds good. Idea. One idea. Third person singular. So, sounds good. Now, if you see the same sentence in the second column, ideas, many ideas. The subject has S with it. So, many ideas is a plural form. So it will take only the verb. So the right sentence would be ideas sound good. Let's go to the second sentence. A thought disturbs me. A thought. One thought. It disturbs me. Thought plus verb plus S. Disturb plus S. Now if you see the same sentence in the second column, thoughts. Many thoughts. Plural form. So no S with the verb. Thoughts disturb me is the right sentence because thoughts and disturb, the subject and the verb, agree with each other. Third sentence. This place fascinates me. This place. One place. The subject is this place. Fascinates. Verb plus S. Fascinate plus S. The subject this place and the verb fascinates agree with each other. So the sentence is right because there is subject verb agreement in the sentence. The same sentence in the second column. New places fascinate me. New places. Subject is in the plural form. So the subject new places and the verb fascinate agree with each other. There is subject verb agreement. So the sentence is right. Name is beautiful. One name. Is singular form. So name is beautiful follows the rule of subject verb agreement. That is why it is right. Names are beautiful. Not names is beautiful. Names are beautiful. Plural form of names will take a plural verb. Jacob looks okay. One Jacob. So singular subject and verb plus S. Now in the same sentence in the second column, we are talking about many Jacobs. Jacobs look alike. Jacobs and the verb look agree with each other. So the sentence is right. So what can we conclude from this table? Verb plus S is the singular form. Verb in its own form is the plural form. So wherever you see verb plus S, you must understand that it is the singular form. Sounds, disturbs, fascinates, is, looks are all examples of singular form of verb. To ensure subject-verb agreement, we must always use the structure verb plus S for the subjects he or she or it or any name or anything or any place or any idea or any thought or any quality. And we must also remember that we should not use S with any other form. If you study the table carefully, you would notice that all the sentences in column 1 have subject-verb agreement. That means the subjects and the verbs agree with each other. That's why all the sentences are in correct English. If you study the sentences in column 2, you would notice that there is no subject-verb agreement in any of the sentences because the subjects and the verbs do not agree with each other because the pairing of subjects and verbs is wrong. Let us understand why is the pairing wrong and what are the mistakes so that we can avoid them in our usage in our day-to-day life. Let us study the sentences one by one. First sentence. I drink coffee. First person singular subject cannot take the structure verb plus S. So the subject I and the verb drink agree with each other and the sentence I drink coffee is right. The same sentence in column 2 reads I drinks coffee. First person singular subject cannot take the verb plus S structure. So the subject I and the verb drinks do not agree with each other, and the sentence I drinks coffee is a wrong sentence. Second, he likes apples. Third person singular subject he must take the structure verb plus s. So the subject he and the verb likes agree with each other. So the sentence he likes apples is a right sentence. The second sentence in column 2 reads, they likes apples. They, third person plural subject, cannot take the structure verb plus s. So the subject they and the verb likes do not agree with each other. That's why the sentence they likes apples is a wrong sentence. Next, Rome feels good. Rome, one city. Third person singular subject must take the structure verb plus s. So the subject Rome and the verb feels agree with each other, and the sentence Rome feels good is a right sentence. The same sentence in column 2 reads, Rome feel good. Third person singular subject Rome has to take the structure verb plus s. So the subject Rome and the verb feel in this sentence do not agree with each other. That's why the sentence Rome feel good is a wrong sentence. Next sentence. Joanne comes late. Joanne, third person singular subject, must take the structure verb plus s. So the subject Joanne and the verb comes agree with each other, and the sentence Joanne comes late is a right sentence. The same sentence in column 2 reads, Joanne come late. Third person singular subject has to take the structure verb plus s. So the subject Joanne and the verb come in this sentence do not agree with each other. So the sentence Joanne come late is a wrong sentence. We play football. We, first person plural subject, cannot take the structure verb plus s. So the subject we and the verb play agree with each other, and the sentence we play football is a right sentence. The same sentence in column 2 reads, we plays football. First person plural subject cannot take the structure verb plus s. So the subject we and the verb plays do not agree with each other. So the sentence we plays football is a wrong sentence. Thoughts come easily. Thoughts, third person plural subject, many thoughts, cannot take the structure verb plus s. So the subject thoughts and the verb come agree with each other, and the sentence thoughts come easily is a right sentence because there is subject verb agreement. The same sentence in column 2 reads, thoughts comes easily. Third person plural subject cannot take the structure verb plus s. So the subject thoughts and the verb comes do not agree with each other, and the sentence thoughts comes easily is a wrong sentence because there is no subject verb agreement. The subject does not agree with the verb. Last sentence. Idea gives results. Third person singular subject must take the structure verb plus s. So the subject idea and the verb gives agree with each other, and the sentence idea gives results has subject verb agreement, hence is a right sentence. The same sentence in column 2 reads, idea give results. Third person singular subject must have the structure verb plus s. So the subject idea and the verb give in this sentence do not agree with each other, and the sentence idea give results is a wrong sentence because there is no subject verb agreement.